There was an announcement probably in the utility handouts that they needed citizens to weigh in on this concept of should we have a bikeway up there and what should it look like. And I said, yes, this concerns me. I really want to be on this. And I became involved on the Chandler Bikeway Citizens Committee because I saw an announcement. I live a half a block from it, so I applied. Mostly people were in favor of the bike path, but there were some arguments against it. So some of the arguments against the bikeway included the cost. This was going to cost money, and that, that's a thing. People worry about that. One of the arguments that came up was it's going to cost a lot of money, and is that really worth it? Is this how we should be doing this? One thing that's really clear is that people who live near the bikeway use it every week. Some people use it every day. People have met neighbors who maybe don't live next door to them, but 3 blocks over. During COVID, it was a lifeline for all of us. And there were ways in which that bike path was used that certainly I never foresaw. All the skaters. We knew bikers were going to come. We heard input from a lot of bikers when we were doing the process. But many more bike people used the Chandler bike path than I ever imagined. And I never foresaw all the skaters. So, just as a thing for the public good, it has been totally amazing. And being able to add all those trees has surely improved the climate along that corridor. I never realized that we would have marches, for example. We did the Women's Day March. One of the benefits to me personally is getting to know some of my neighbors a little better. So you start walking on the bike path and you don't know anybody, but pretty soon you're waving to people every day whose names you don't know, but you feel connected to them. When the Burbank Community Garden began to get underway for real, I met people who were involved in that, and that is, immediately adjacent. It's the first one is at Pass and Chandler, so it's right adjacent to the path, and I have met so many people there, and that has carried me out to the people who are improving the Chandler Bikeway, planting area by planting area, putting in California native gardens, little pocket gardens along the Chandler bike path. I see these people. I feel a certain satisfaction when I remember that I was part of the early days of it, that it's watered with reclaimed water. I think that's so great. And I just really wish that when we were doing this back in the early 90s, talking about the bike path and what it should be like, I wish we had understood the importance of California native plants.